It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. Okay, all set to go. Here's George Springer. Swings through that.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Goes down looking. Addison Barger digs in now. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is that. And stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham, singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. The 1-1 is fouled off. This one in the air, center field. Varsho settles underneath it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. One down, base is empty. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
That's towards center. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Cody Bellinger. 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Coming home. The throw in. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Fires over to Guerrero. And they take care of Stanton for the out. Inning over. Top of the second. Bo Bichette up to the dish. And a big swing and a miss.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Fights it off. He'll see another. 1 out, base is empty. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now it's going to be Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a miss. 2 outs, base is empty. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
On the ground to the left. Caballero fires across the diamond, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the second. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Handles, throws to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. One down, base is empty. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
A couple of singles back to back. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And here is Jose Caballero.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Lucas pulls that one down. Throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. Back now in the Bronx. On to the third inning. Now it's the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. Popped up. Goldie should have this one. And there's one away.
And he looked a little tentative on that swing. Almost like he didn't get pitch recognition and tried to slow his bat down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and putting it in play. Have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Fastball for a strike. Blue Jays down a run. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Back in the Bronx, set for the bottom of the third. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with two strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And here's the catcher, Ben Rice. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. Inside, almost got him. Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Nice stop. The feed for one. Double play.
No, you're out.
What a twin killing to end the inning. Start of the fourth, and now for the Jays, George Springer. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. And next for Toronto, Addison. And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Will Warren.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
2-2 on the way. Battling here as he fouls it away. Springer at second with nobody out. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Goldie. And there's one down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-2.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Back here in New York, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Cody Bellinger. Ground ball up the middle. Bichette whips it to first. And Bellinger is out. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Right back to him on the mound. 2 outs, base is empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. will hit next. That one fouled off. 2-2. Here comes a pitch. Now he breaks his bat. He beats it out, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Hit on the ground to short, and it's through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can.
And George makes the grab, and that is the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Now here is Dalton Varsho. In the air, right field. Makes the catch, 1 down. And the batter now, Alejandro Kirk. And a strike in there.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Hauls it in to end the inning. Blue Jays go down. Back for more from the Bronx. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now, Jose Caballero. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's out to center field. Varsho makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. 2 down, base is empty. Ben Rice, the next to hit.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Springer makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, top 6. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 2-1. That's a little bit low. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. So up next, Andres Jimenez. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. He goes down looking. and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
So here we go. Base runner at first. Could be running on the pitch.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Next is the designated hitter, Addison Barger. And now it's 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. 1-2 now. Good eye right there.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
Goldie makes the grab, and that is that. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. Yankees 1 and the Jays nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Movement in the bullpen. Braden Fisher, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Varland, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And Judge is down on strikes.
Well, when you swing through that one breaking ball that puts you up against the ropes with 2 strikes, you think he's either going to double up or try to blow a fastball by you with the next pitch. And right there, he snapped off another curve, and it was the same result as the pitch before.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. That's hard hit on the line. Reaching for it and brings it in. And we're back. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And now the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Here comes the manager out of the dugout. New pitcher for the Yankees, Tim Hill.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the sinker, and it was successful. So 2 down now, and here is Dalton Varsho. And a foul ball. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Braden Fisher gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him. You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. 2nd and 3rd. Nobody out.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
There's Ryan McMahon now. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a ball popped up. And it falls. One runs in. The throw into second. The tag, and they cut him down going for 2. So digging in, Jose Caballero. That one inside. 3-1 now. There's the strike.
Full count.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Back-to-back base hits. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute.
Now here's Trent Grisham. The 1-1. That one ripped. That's a hit. Springer returns it to the infield. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third. Runners at the corners here, one away. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your 2-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss as you did right there.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Got him. They limit the damage here. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. We go to the 8th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. Next offering is in for a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful. Got to keep things airtight defensively right here, on your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W. Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
The Blue Jays down to their final strike. In the air out to center. And it falls. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that.
Got him! And that's the ball game.
Well, one of the toughest things for a guy coming to close out a ball game is to pitch, go sit down, come back out, and be effective to get the save. Well, he did it.